Good morning, boys and girls. Do you remember what a verb is? That's correct. A verb is an action word or a word that names something that you do. So, we're going to talk about past tense verbs. That means verbs that happened in the past. Remember, most verbs that happen in the past or past tense verb have a suffix at the end of it, and it is an ed. Ed. So if I hop, I am hopping now. If I hopped in the past, it has an ed, hopped. Okay, so now I'm going to proofread some of these sentences. They were written incorrectly, so I want you to find the mistake. Okay? So this first sentence is last week. I missed one day of school. Where's the mistake? That's correct. The verb or the action word is the mistake. Instead of being last week I missed one day of school, it is last week I missed one day of school. So this miss means that I miss school right now. But it should be in the past because we're talking about last week. Last week I missed one day of school. So what should I add to the end of this verb? An ed. Very good. So let me add an e and a d. Last week, I missed one day of school. Now let's look at sentence number 2. When I was little, I live in a different town. Where's the problem? Very good. This verb here says live. Well, it's just the root word, live. And so that tells me that's something that's happening right now. But look, I'm talking about when I was little. So this was a while ago, wasn't it? So what do I put at the end? That's correct. I put an ed at the end. But look here, we already have an e here. So do I need to add another e? Nope, I just add the d. So lived. When I was little, I lived in a different town. That sounds so much better. Now, let's look at the last sentence. Before school this morning, now we're talking about this morning, I jumped in the car. Let's read that again. Before school this morning, I jump in the car. Where's the problem? Very good. It's with the verb jump. The verb should have a what at the end? Very good, an ed at the end. An ed usually tells me that it's something that has happened in the past. So jumped in the car, ed. Before school this morning, I jumped in the car. That sounds so much better. Now we are going to do another exercise. I want you to help me look for the verbs in this paragraph. You'll recognize this paragraph from the story you read, Carousel. Very good. Let's read it together. Alex pushed peas side to side on her plate. She stabbed a potato chunk with her fork, dragged it through the gravy, and ate it like an ice cream cone. Okay, so now we're going to look at the verbs in this paragraph. There are several of them. So help me find the verbs. As we go along, I want you to write the verbs down. See if you can write them down before I can point them out. Okay? So let's look at the first sentence. Alex pushed peas side to side on her plate. What is the verb in that sentence? That's correct. Pushed, because pushed is something you do. Now let's read the next sentence. She stabbed a potato chunk with her fork, dragged it through the gravy, and ate it like an ice cream cone. Now, in this sentence, there are actually 3 verbs. So see if you can list them before I can point them out. She stabbed a potato chunk with her fork. Now there was a verb there. What was it? Stabbed. Very good, because that's something that she did. She stabbed the potato chunk with her fork. Dragged it through the gravy. There's a verb there. What is the verb? Dragged. Very good, because then she dragged it through the gravy and ate it like an ice cream cone. What is the verb there? Ate. Okay, now we are going to look at this. Alex pushed. What do we have at the end of this verb? An ed. Alex pushed peas side to side on her plate. Is that something that's happening now or in the past? In the past, because this is a past tense verb. It means it happened in the past. She stabbed a potato chunk with her fork, dragged it through the gravy, and ate it like an ice cream cone. So look at these 2 verbs. Is this happening right now, or did it happen in the past? It happened in the past, because there is an ed suffix or word ending to these base words or root words. Stabbed, dragged. Okay, now the other verb is a little different. Ate. There are some verbs that you just change the entire spelling of. So if I was to eat something now, it'd be E-A-T. But if I ate something in the past, it would be A-T-E. And some verbs just change their spelling like that. Most verbs don't, but some of them do. So eat is something that I'm doing now, and ate is a past tense verb. That means it's something I did in the past. All right. So good job, and I'll hope to see you later.